Do it.
Bonk! Hey guys, what's going on? It's Richard here. How you all doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm here with my friend Joey. He has his own YouTube channel. You want to plug it?
Silent Film Saturday. Check it out, please.
My friend Max is holding the camera. Say hi, Max.
Hey guys.
He's doing a good job. I mean, I think. I can't see the viewfinder. But...
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
I'm outside.
Yeah.
I don't like this. It's sunny. There's trees.
We're in the shade. Stop complaining.
You know what? Smell.
Okay.
Where are we?
We're in Central Park.
Is it really Central Park?
Central Park.
We're in Central Park. We're in New York City. Hey.
So where are we here? Why are we talking about here?
Why
are we on this rock?
Well, I figured because we're here in the city for the weekend, and we did do something pretty fun yesterday, and I figured this would be a good place to talk about it. We went and saw a movie.
Yeah.
It's called Christopher Robin, and we're gonna talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm glad you're with me.
Oh, good.
I wish Max was here, but I don't have my tripod. I mean, I do have footage of you filming it, or of giving your review, so maybe we'll throw that in later.
Throw that in, just a little tidbit.
Yeah, it's like, this is what Max thought. One cool thing about New York City is that, for those of you that don't know, Christopher Robin was a real dude. This movie is not about the real Christopher Robin. This is definitely a continuation from the Disney version of the cartoon.
So, like the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, you remember that from the 70s, all those shorts, the movies. Think more a live-action continuation of that.
But because he is a real person, that also means Pooh and his friends were also real. When he was a kid, he would play with his toys and he would go on all these adventures, and his dad kind of took those adventures and turned it into a book, and the kid grew up and was pissed about it.
So I was watching a video about this. Christopher Robin was one of the most famous children in the world, and he was like on the level of like royal children.
Yeah.
So in the New York Public Library, if you go to the children...
Long story short, Pooh is here.
Yeah, Pooh is here. If
Pooh's
you go,
in New York City.
Pooh, Kanga, Eeyore, Tigger, and Piglet.
So they're all there.
In the New York Public Library, the original stuffed animals that Christopher Robin played with as a little boy.
But it's still cool to go see the movie and then just like see Pooh.
Right.
See the real Pooh.
Especially since it feels like the design of these characters feels more worn out, similar to what we see with those original, plushies.
So basically, Christopher Robin, he went on all his adventures. He did all the stuff with Pooh and the gang, but he was being shipped off to boarding school by his parents. Mm-hmm. And at that point, he wasn't allowed to go back to the 100-acre wood, and he grew up and became an adult.
Right.
And he kind of started looking at the world from a very adult perspective. Pooh's missing him.
Very much.
Pooh misses him, and Pooh literally loses all of his friends, and he needs Christopher Robin's help to find them. But he's not a kid anymore.
No.
So that's more or less what the movie's about.
That is the movie. Yeah.
First off, Pooh and the gang's just perfect.
Yeah.
They did an excellent job.
It really helps that, Jim Cummings wasn't the original from the 60s and 70s.
But he's been doing it.
But he's been doing it so long, he might as well be the original. He can do this
He's
in
been
his
doing
sleep.
it since we've been
kids.
I still remember seeing the trailer, and when he's sitting on the bench, and then you hear, "What to do indeed?" And you're like, that is the real Pooh.
Which is great because I love, the Jungle Book remake, but it's nice to get away from just casting celebrities as these characters.
Yeah. Though the celebrities they got, I thought worked.
In,
Brad Garrett did a great job as Eeyore.
Yes, yeah. Well, he's also a good voice actor, too, so it helps a lot. I think Eeyore stole the show.
Oh, he did. Without a doubt.
All the emotion they can get out of the voices, especially Jim Cummings as Pooh.
Anytime Pooh talked, I was going to cry.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, I always thought Pooh had the most adorably depressing voice ever.
I think the visual aspect of how they're able to get the emotion out of these, characters who just have black eyes.
Dots.
Black dots
black
for...
buttons.
Some of them have a little bit more like Eeyore and Tigger. I noticed had a little
bit more detail.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But especially Pooh and Piglet, you're able to get what they're feeling between the voice acting and the way that they portray the characters visually.
Yeah, they did an excellent job. I liked the human characters too, but again, I feel like the movie was definitely sold more on Pooh and the gang just kind of coming back.
And we got a lot more of Pooh and the gang than I was expecting, which I think was ultimately for the movie's benefit.
Right. I like that it was simple. It wasn't overcomplicated. It wasn't trying to do too much. It wasn't trying to change too much. Like Alice in Wonderland, for example. I'm a big Tim Burton fan, but I have to say that movie just was not Alice in Wonderland.
No. I mean, I think it was deep enough, where it gets to about Ewan McGregor's job and having to be the efficiency guy versus him kind of leaving behind the 100-acre woods and all those characters. I felt like, for a children's movie, I think it's a lot more somber and
Yeah,
you know,
it does get kind of dark at times.
It does. So really, just if you have really little kids, I would say. I mean, there's a lot of joy in the movie too.
Yeah.
But just be mindful. There's some parts of the movie it's going to be
Might be a little scary.
little hard to sit through.
I thought overall it was well made. It was overall well made.
I like the cinematography.
Cinematography is very good.
It was
actually.
a very well directed movie.
Going back to the actors, I like the chemistry of it. I liked Ewan McGregor and Pooh. I liked them together very well.
There's a lot of stuff that's like a nice callback to like the original books because I actually read a couple of the original books.
There's some stuff that I didn't notice that you did.
I like the way they handled the heffalumps and woozles in this. That's all I'll say about it. I like the way it was handled.
That's the good stuff. But that doesn't mean that there's not bad stuff.
No.
This movie is a little too much like Hook. If you don't know Hook, first off, what's wrong with you? But no, Hook obviously is a Steven Spielberg movie from a while ago, starring Robin Williams, where he played Peter Pan, who grew up. That whole concept actually worked really well because there's like always that question: what if Peter Pan grew up?
Yeah.
This movie almost takes a beat for beat movement to what Hook did. Like, he's a businessman, he's not a child anymore. The only real difference between the two is that Peter Pan forgot he was Peter Pan, whereas Christopher Robin still remembers. He just chooses to.
He just needs a revigoration. I haven't seen Hook in a long time. I remember liking it as a kid.
Yeah.
But I need to see it again to see, because I definitely see it is Hook. The Hook version of Winnie the Pooh. I can imagine the pitch meeting. Think Hook, but with a talking bear. Mark Gatiss, the boss guy.
Yeah.
He was my least favorite thing in the whole movie.
Really?
I thought, like, the slapstick at the beginning, I was like, there's so much other silly things going on in this movie. You really didn't need,
he's knocking stuff over.
It felt like an exaggerated villain, which I get sometimes you need.
Like towards the end, he felt more believable to me.
At the end.
When they're having the meeting or whatever.
But the beginning and some of that stuff just kind of bothered me. And actually, some of this really, speaking of Hook, made me think of like a 90s like family film. I can't believe you're working. Oh no.
Why are you doing that?
I get what the whole thing is like. You got to hang out with your daughter more often, man. Come on, stop reading her things about Victorian architecture and start hanging out with her.
It kind of shames parents a little bit.
That's my problem with those narratives. Sometimes it's just like, he's making a sacrifice, guys. But I'm thinking too hard about that.
It's not about work.
It's not about that. You got to hang out with your gosh darn teddy bear from when you were like 5.
My overall, 100%. I felt the movie, it captured me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I definitely cheered up a few times. I thought they did. If the Pooh characters weren't perfect, I don't think I would have cared as much.
Yeah.
My only real big gripe is that it was too much like.
It was very much like another movie. Right. Yeah.
It's kind of like how Iron Man 3 was too much like The Dark Knight Rises.
But in both cases, I think Iron Man 3 and Christopher Robin are perfectly fine movies. As far as like family films go, I really like Christopher Robin and Pete's Dragon. They're not like overly bombastic or energetic.
No. They get the point across and they do it.
They're quieter.
Fine. Yeah. Sometimes it's nice to go from doing like a big like Beauty and the Beast to just
something so small, a lot smaller.
I liked it. It was a good time.
Yeah, no, other than like the stupid slapstick, I was laughing the whole way through. I was tearing up at numerous segments. It was great.
It's great. Now this is what Max thought. All right, what did we just do, Max?
We just saw Christopher Robin at the AMC Theater on, was that 34th Street?
34th Street.
And I'm going to be honest, it was amazing. There were several scenes where, that's why, I don't know if you guys noticed, I had my hood up the whole time because I didn't want you to see me crying. I went in expecting to enjoy it. What I wasn't expecting was to enjoy it as much as I did. Obviously, it's like very nostalgic. It's set in like the 1940s, but the whole message was very relatable to like modern life.
Right. Thank you, Max. Thank you, Max.
Oh, you're welcome.
That's about it for me, guys. A couple things. Go check out his thing, whatever it is.
Silent Film Saturday, please.
Yeah, if you want. I don't care. Do you want to plug anything, Max? Do you have like an Instagram or like anything?
I mean, recycle, get a good walk in every now and then. Do you?
You want to stand on the rock and like speech?
Nah.
If you liked the video, thank you. If you want more, go ahead and subscribe.
Let us know what you thought of Christopher Robin
Please
or
do.
Winnie the Pooh in general.
And I'll see you guys another time.